Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here with the Regina Activities Network. Today, we're going to be taking a look at today's girls' soccer matchup versus Burlington Notre Dame. It's senior night here for the seniors of Regina Catholic, and shortly we will be getting underway with the senior ceremony with senior players. But other than that, this will be the home finale for the Regals here tonight as they will be taking on Burlington Notre Dame. Both teams coming into this game definitely looking for a win. Regina looking to continue its win streak as they're coming into this game at 9-4, coming into this game at 6-6. So the playoff hunt is on for both teams for sure. But otherwise, just taking a look at some of the players to look out for. On my previous broadcast, pretty much every game for Regina Catholic, Grace Gardy has been the leading striker for the team as she's got 22 goals in the season, and I certainly wouldn't be surprised if she added to her count tonight as she's shooting at just above 17% shooting accuracy. For Burlington Notre Dame, we have Juliana Hill with 12 goals, and she's shooting at 23% accuracy, so definitely some lethal scores on both teams, and definitely a lot to look out for in this game. And just honoring the seniors tonight, first one, Natalie Franklin. Next senior, Alexa Joss. Next senior, Natalie Schott. Next senior, Bella Schussler. Next senior, Hope Simpson. And last senior for tonight, Lillian Simpson. Just want to congratulate all the seniors and thank them for their continued performance for the Regina Regals. It's been a pleasure to watch all season and to commentate games for them. And this being the last one of the season, just wanted to say to all the seniors, good luck You know, bright futures ahead. University of Iowa, Iowa State, Creighton, a lot of great schools in their futures. So just a lot to look out, and obviously bright futures ahead for them. And thank you and good luck to them. And just real quick before we get this game underway, just gonna do the usual thing and read off the sponsors and remind everyone who makes these streams possible and who makes the broadcast possible. Just starting off, we have Mike Jensen and Jamie Venson at Levitt Kroger Realtors are proud Regina alumni and excited to support Regina activities and the Regina Activities Network. Whether you're buying or selling your home, let Mike and Jamie open the doors for you and your family. Beaver Heating and Air reminds you to leave it to Beaver. When you're in need of heating and air, call Beaver Heating and Air for your next project. Visit beaverhvac.com. Regina alum and parent Chris Shooter-Lehman with Caldwell Banker Real Estate Professionals is here for all your real estate needs in Iowa City and the surrounding areas. You can reach Shooter at 319-330-8230 or visit shootershomes.com. J&S Express is conveniently located across the street from Regina, owned by Regina alumni, and the perfect stop to fill your stomach or your gas tank before cheering on the Regals. Last but not least, the Jill Armstrong team at Skogman Realty is proud to sponsor Regina and the Regina Activities Network. The Jill Armstrong team will treat you like family, making your priorities theirs. You can reach them at 319-631-JILL or at jillarmstrong.com. And with that, looks like we have just the officials meeting with the captains of both teams, deciding what side of the field they will be starting on. Just taking a look at the conditions out on the field, it is a blisteringly hot 94 degrees here tonight, and you have to imagine that will definitely play a factor in the game, as just here up in the press box I'm already sweating, and I can only imagine what the players will be going through as we see Regina has rolled out their shade tent to shield the players on the bench from taking in too much sun before they even get on the field. Looks like the meeting is just about done and we'll be getting underway. Sizable crowd here for the game, and unfortunately for them, they will too be roasting in the sun, much like the players. But despite that, the support is here for the seniors on senior night and for all the players of Regina. And not to mention a pretty sizable crowd for Burlington Notre Dame as well. Sun is quite glaring as well, and you would have to imagine that the side that the teams are going to take is going to depend on whether or not they'll be staring into the sun on offense or on defense. Both of which could obviously pose an issue when you're trying to locate the ball and trying to set up a defense or try to set up an attack as you're moving the ball past midfield. Either way, all this just to say the weather will most likely be playing a factor today. And with that, I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I will be back just as soon as we're about ready to get underway. we see the starting lineups starting to come to the center of the field. Regina with a bit more of a sizable bench that they'll be able to dig into when it comes to substitutions. Burlington Notre Dame, as you can see, has just a few less players, so you have to imagine that that might play a factor, as running around in the sun, especially given that it's 94 degrees, will likely prove to be a tiring task for the players. But otherwise, I don't know about everyone else, but I am anticipating a great close to the home season for the Regina Regals. And in just a moment, we will be reading off the starting lineups. And now we will begin the prayer for the game. And for the visiting team, number 1, Ava Rashid. Number 3, Lexi Mears. Number 4, Yasmin Sorensen. Number 5, Caitlin Lalonde. Number 6, Britton Boomeyer. Number 7, May Foster. Number 12, Aviana West. Number 13, Abby Korshkin. Number 18, Amelia Schwenker. Number 19, Lauren Krogmeyer. Number 22, Juliana Hill. And now moving on to number 0, goalkeeper Courtney Kessler. Number 1, one of our seniors, Natalie Franklin. Number 5, Grace Gardy. Number 6, Saffron McNamara. Number 7, another one of our seniors, Lillian Simpson. Number 11, Allie Clark. And another one of our seniors, number 12, Alexa Joss. And yet another senior, number 13, Bella Schusseler. And adding on to the tally, senior number 14, Natalie Schott. And number 22, Gabby Supple. And last but not least, another senior, number 31, Hope Simpson. Head coach Anne LaRue for the Regals. And now we will get underway with the national anthem. And with that, and a few pre-game handshakes between the teams, we will get ready to play some soccer. Looks like Regina is going to have the first half sun on their backs. And just announced there will be stoppages in play at a more regular interval to ensure that players are able to get properly hydrated, which is always good to hear. You don't want the 94-degree temperature, which is being classified as a heat wave warning here in Johnson County. Definitely do not want that to have any negative impacts on anyone's health. So that is always going to be good to hear. And with that, Burlington Notre Dame is going to take the kickoff to start this game out. And right away, we see some ball movement right around midfield. Burlington looking to press the attack early. Now the ball is going to come up to Grace Gardy. She's going to pass it off to Alexa Joss. And now Joss going to take it down the right side here at the bottom of your screen. Defense of Burlington Notre Dame going to take it away and get it back on their side of the field now, as we see them taking it into their offensive zone. And we are going to have our first throw-in of the game, and it is going to go the way of Burlington Notre Dame as the throw-in comes from just beyond midfield. Possession kind of up in the air right now. We haven't really seen any team get an attack quite yet. But the Regals are going to try it, as now we're going to see Grace Gardy take it across midfield, do a cut on a defender, make a nice pass up ahead to Allie Clark. Clark getting possession now, just above the goal box, passes it out. And that will be the first shot on goal of the game. Probably not the one that the Regals would have wanted, but just slipped off the foot a little bit of Hope Simpson. And now Burlington going to have to take it out of their own defensive zone here. And now we see Aviana West taking it down into the offensive zone for Burlington Notre Dame, and with the defenders of the Regals. And Regal defenders certainly not content to just let her walk her way in, as the ball now fades into the corner. Nice head deflection there from Regal's defense. And now, once again, up to Grace Gardy. She kicks it over the head of the defenders of Burlington Notre Dame, and it's going to be a rundown here as Alexa Joss leading the charge. Correction, sorry, that was Allie Clark leading the charge. Joss now picking up the ball down here as Burlington Notre Dame trying to get it out of their defensive zone, passing it from defender to defender. We see Natalie Franklin battling for it down low, and the ball is going to be booted out of bounds by Burlington Notre Dame. And that is going to be the first throw-in for the Regals, pretty deep in their offensive zone here. And there's the throw. It's going to be right to the center, but it is going to be picked up by Ava Rashid. As now she's going to look to punt it. Nice punt. Clears the midfield. And Burlington Notre Dame strikers trying to chase it down, but some nice defensive work there from obviously one of the seniors tonight. Not looking to leave anything out on the field, you would have to imagine. As now we get Burlington Notre Dame throw-in. That one's going to go into traffic though, so not going to be able to retain possession, although nice chance for a shot there by Juliana Hill, but it's just going to clear the right side of the post. And it's going to be the first goal kick of the game for the Regals. We're going to see this one taken out by Courtney Kessler. And it's just going to be tapped out and booted ahead. But unfortunately, it is going to sneak its way out of bounds, so it is going to be another Burlington Notre Dame throw-in. It's around midfield. Now it's going to come in straight to Abby Korshkin. Looks like that is going to result in a bit of a penalty kick here as kick comes through. Regal's looking to make some offense happen off the kick, but nicely defended by Burlington Notre Dame. And they're going to snuff out the possession before it can happen. Now we see Juliana Hill passing it off to Mallory Lilly. Nice throw-in, though, by the Regals there. And that's going to clear midfield once again. And now potential for some offense as we are going to see a bit of a breakaway for Allie Clark. But it's going to be ran down and nicely defended by Burlington Notre Dame. I believe that was number 7, Mae Foster, who ran that down. But because she did kick it out of the back of the goal line, that is going to be a corner kick for the Regals, and it's going to come from the top of your screen here. Looks like that is going to be Saffron McNamara taking the kick, and here we go. It's going to be centered nicely. Possible opportunity for the Regals here as it's kind of being dribbled around in traffic right in front of the net, but Burlington Notre Dame going to settle to just kick it out of bounds and force the Regals onto a throw-in. It comes nicely thrown by Lillian Simpson, another senior tonight. Grace Gardy battling with the defense to get some possession here. She's going to tap it back. And this one's going to go to Saffron McNamara. Takes a shot, goes a little wide right of the post, so not going to be a scoring opportunity for the Regals there. And now subbing in Burlington Notre Dame, Lexi Korshkin. And here's the goal kick from Ava Rashid. That one's going to fade up toward midfield, but Regal's going to battle for control of it here, and it looks like they are going to get it as Alexa Josk making a nice pass up ahead to Grace Gardy. Gardy dumped it off to Allie Clark, but so there's going to be touching of the ball with the hand by Hope Simpson. That's going to give Burlington Notre Dame a free kick here in their own defensive zone. Opportunity here for them to get themselves a little breathing room, as we've seen the Regals on attack for the past few minutes here. And now we see Juliana Hill, number 22, trying to take control of it, but Grace Gardy going to take that away, and now she's going to dribble it into a couple defenders. She's going to be tripped up, though, and I believe that's going to be a free kick here just above the goal box. So I think we are going to have to see Burlington Notre Dame line up to try to block this as a potential scoring opportunity here for the Regals. First one of the first ones of the game, I would say. Grace Gardy lining up to take the kick now. Here it is. It's going to go over the heads of the defenders and straight in the goal. A really nice kick by Grace Gardy. And what I said before the game already ringing true, as Grace Gardy is going to increase her goal count already in this game, as the Regals are going to take the lead with 32 minutes to go here. Can't say enough about how nicely put that kick was. Grace Gardy sailed it right over the heads of both the line of defenders and the goalkeeper. Ava Rashid did all she could to jump up and try and swat it out of the air, but Grace Gardy gave it just the amount of height and power to where she couldn't really get her hands on it. And now we see Gardy already on the attack again, as she's going to take it here at the bottom of your screen and down into the corner. And you have to imagine, after that quick goal by her, Burlington Notre Dame going to start to realize that Gardy is the go-to scorer for the Regals. So already right there we saw two defenders instantly on her as she took the ball down low, trying to prevent another scoring opportunity for her. And now we just see Burlington Notre Dame going to head it out of bounds there. And because it went out the back of the goal line, that's going to be yet another corner kick, this time once again taken by Saffron McNamara. Pretty nicely done, and it's right to the center, but some nice traffic in front of the net is going to create a little bit of confusion and prevent another scoring opportunity for the Regals. And now we're going to see Burlington Notre Dame try to take it out of their defensive zone. Nice pass up ahead by Lexi Mears. And now it's going to be out of bounds, and she's going to have to throw it in here. There's a throw. Fortunately, I think kicked straight back out of bounds. 5 substitutes here. Number 2, Kate Clitcard. Number 3, Kara Sickle. Number 12, number 15, Taylor Barty. And one more that I did not catch, but I will keep you guys informed if I see the number. And now we just see Burlington Notre Dame trying to force the Regals onto these throw-ins, hoping that they'll mess one up and they'll be able to get a little possession out of it. As we see Lillian Simpson trying to take it down low, but nicely defended by Burlington Notre Dame. But the Regals definitely maintaining a firm hold on this midfield line, as they really haven't let the ball come too far across it in what feels like 5 or 6 minutes now. As now we're going to see Kate Clitcard fresh off the bench, taking it down low. But that is going to be dug out by Burlington Notre Dame and going to be passed up back toward me. But once again, we see them unable to cross the line, as now it's going to be dumped back low. Taylor Barty on the attempted run down there, but we are going to see the throw-in come in by Burlington Notre Dame. Quickly, though, there's going to be a substitution for Burlington Notre Dame. Number 12, Aviana West, is going to come in as a substitute. Another forced throw in here for Burlington Notre Dame. Still kind of trapped deep in their defensive zone. A mountain to climb to get the ball on the offensive end here, but here we go. We are going to see them try, as they're going to have to go through multiple midfielders to make it happen, but some nice tough effort there by Yasmin Sorensen is going to get the ball past midfield for the first time in the past 3 minutes here. But it's a constant battle, and it looks like due to the physical nature of that clash, there's going to be a free kick for the Regals. Just a little bit too much contact on the attempted tackle there by Burlington Notre Dame. Going to be kicked back down to the offensive end for the Regals. Oh, but we see Lexi Mears streaking ahead for Burlington Notre Dame, as she's now in the goal box trying to make something happen, but is going to be taken away by the defender. She didn't really have anyone there to help, as she blazed ahead of pretty much all the players on the field. Now we see a battle here at the bottom of your screen. Abby Korshkin is going to try to make it a firm possession for Burlington Notre Dame, but we are seeing them try to get some passing to maintain possession, but this pass is going to be reflected straight to Grace Gardy. Passed ahead to Kate Clitcard now, as she's going to be battling for it here at the bottom of your screen, and that one is going to go out off Burlington Notre Dame for the Regals. Heads of the defenders, but good eyes on the field there by Ava Rashid. She's going to come out and pick that one up before another scoring opportunity can be presented to the Regals. Regals going to maintain possession, though, as once again their midfielders proving to be a brick wall here just below the midfield. That ball did go out of bounds off the Regals, so we are going to see a goal kick for Burlington Notre Dame.